Good morning, fellow TPCNs. This is John once again, and I want to talk about the redemption period that we are going to 2 days' time. As we know, at the very beginning, the announcement was that the month of May will be a month of redemption for all our cookies. And somewhere towards the later part of the year, there was a technical glitch on the website. So then we experienced a short period of downtime. Now, this has caused some inconvenience for some people who wanted to redeem, and admin has taken into consideration uh, this event, and they have extended it for another 2 more weeks, which would end on the 15th of June 2018. Let us be reminded that redemption period is a very special time of the year. We have cookies that we have earned from the first day we joined, when we were given a gift of 25,000 cookies, or tokens now, and we are also given uh, cookies for attending the weekly send button meetings, which happens every Monday at 7 a.m. Now, we also receive cookies from giving gifts to others, as well as when we take the initiative and do broadcasts like many of us are doing. So the highest earning cookies events would be by attending the send button meetings on every Monday with Randy Wilson and some of the invited 10 global leaders in TBC. And of course, when we attend the send button meeting, we would be given a chance to win 1 million cookies just by staying until the end of the meeting, when Randy will give us the keyword of the day. And when we key in the keyword of the day, and if it is the correct keyword, we would be rewarded with 1 million cookies. Now, for those of us who are also doing broadcasting, this is another major venue for earning cookies. And broadcasters also earn 1 million cookies every time they appear and they begin to share their thoughts, and also to begin to impart new, uh, new, new information, and also teaching skills. Coming to that, since we are talking about redeeming cookies, if you have a large number of cookies which is still unredeemed, time is very, very short. It is ticking by minute after minute, hour after hour, and we only have 2 more days left to do so. If you are in the States, it's about 2 days, but if you are in the uh, western part, it is only uh, 1 day. So June 15, 2018 is the last day for all of us to redeem our cookies. And if we choose not to do so, or if we forget to do so, or if we prefer to delay after the 15th, the next redemption period would be in November 2018. And another factor is, after the 15th, the broadcaster's reward would be way, way above the rewards that basic members will receive. Now, this is also true when we uh, uh, continue to progress with TBC, um, active and passive members will no longer be sharing the same reward. Those who are active who reach out to members who are having problems. Well, he was inundated by a lot of people coming to him and asking for help in one thing or another. And this became so much of a responsibility that he decided to start to charge. Now, Randy uh, gave an illustration and said, well, if we go and see a professional, if we go and consult a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer, maybe they will give you first 15 minutes free consultation, but then after there will be a charge. So Randy is drawing a parallel to uh, the consultation that leaders are giving. Some leaders give very good consultation and they are able to help the members to resolve their problems and are able to get the members to be up to speed. In the recent week, in the recent 1, 2 weeks, I have also been helping out a lot of our members who have got so many problems of redeeming cookies as well as in the migration. Many have been skipping reading the blog. Many have been skipping attending the broadcasts, and that's why they are quite uh, unknowledgeable and they need more and more information. They need more and more clarification. Okay, uh, this is why, and there are good leaders who are giving good advice. They have time, they have very limited time, and time is money, time is precious. And so, Randy uh, justified that if we have qualified and good leaders who are able to help those who are struggling along, it is fair to pay for their time as well. Okay, uh, let's move on. The original time frame for redeeming cookies ended in May 31st, but admin had been gracious enough to extend it till the 15th of June because of the unforeseen glitch in the back office. Admin has been more than gracious and kind to all of us so that we can catch up with whatever redeeming of cookies that we need to do, and also after that to move on to migration. But of course, uh, migration has another 60 days to go. But admin has now reminded us that even or in fact this extension of time that he has given to us, it will be on the 15th of June, and that is a solid date. He would not consider under any circumstance to extend it further. So there is no more extension. Please remember there is no more extension, and we need to do our part. Admin has already done his part. Admin has already made things easy for us, and most of all, the website has been revamped to be so user friendly that we can easily walk through the instructions instructions that admin has put in the back office to guide us through, to walk us through the redemption of cookies, as well as the exercise of migrating from the old blockchain to the new blockchain. And after the redemption period of the 15th of June, we are not going to remain stagnant there, but a lot of things will take place immediately after the 15th. Give it a couple of days, and admin will be rolling out a lot of other new uh, implementation to enhance and to add value to the TBC program. But just to let you know that over the last 2 weeks, the support team had been heavily inundated with requests from a lot of members. I personally have been trying to solve and to help a lot of members whom I am in contact with, and some of them have lost their ID and they have lost their password. And when I inquire from them, they say, "Oh, I have 100 coins because I joined very early, and that's when the coins were so cheap." And they were able to buy in, they were able to earn the coins when they were at the initial stages, at the beginning stages. Now they are sitting on a pile of coins, they're sitting on a pile of wealth, but they have been very negligent. They have not securely kept and stored their ID and their password, and now they are scattering around like headless chicken. And because there is the deadline on the 15th of June, if they don't complete the redemption period, it's too bad. They would not be able to redeem whatever that is there now. And from one blockchain to another, the coins are based on different value system, and we cannot compare the two. For example, to make it more uh, easy to understand, in layman language, it is comparing an apple and an orange. The two are not the same. You cannot mix the two together. They are different. Okay. Now, this uh, inundation of tickets that have been coming in has become a very heavy responsibility and very demanding for the support team. So admin wish to remind that many of the questions have answers already being provided by the broadcasters, who are experienced and knowledgeable leaders. So admin is saying, before you submit the tickets for support to respond to you, you can actually find out the answers or get the answers either from the blog or attend meetings or go back to broadcasts that have been already put up in the back office as well as in YouTube. So in order to streamline this bottleneck, in order to untangle this big knot and backlog, Admin has now decided to come up with a new ticketing system for the support team. What this means is, just as you would go to a bank or you would go to a service counter of a government department, or you are going to see a doctor, or even for a restaurant that you want to have a decent meal, you would have to have a ticketing system, a numbering and a ticketing system. You would have to queue up so before you can be served. So admin is going to introduce a numbered ticket system, and you must know that you need only to submit the ticket for one time only. So when the ticket system is in place, the support team will look at the sequence or the queue of the tickets that are submitted, and they would respond to it according to the queue, and they would clear the backlog faster that way. So this is a very positive approach that admin has already come up with. And for any system to work, of course, both parties, both sides must cooperate. Uh, those who are supporting support tickets must cooperate and be patient. Once they have already submitted, just wait your turn. It may take 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. It doesn't matter, but support will definitely look into it, and support will definitely get back to every one of us. So at this point, we want to appreciate for the very professional job that the support team has been doing so far. Now, to my understanding, there is already a large support team that is manning the back office of TBC, and each and every member are well trained. Each and every member of the support team are very well trained. They are as well trained as those who are the support team on the bank's panel, those who are support team on the credit card panel, those who are support team on the other professional businesses. So yes, TBC is also professional, and the support team are also very well trained, and the support team are also very friendly. So TBC is a complete rollout system. That means to say it is a system that looks into every little aspect. Whenever there is any need to attend to any shortcoming, that means immediately jump onto the situation and come out with a remedy or a solution. Okay, so there is nothing that is not attended to. Every little aspect is already well looked into and provided for. So with such a system, let us appreciate what admin has done. Let us appreciate what the support team has done. And let us be patient when we ask for help or support. So to understand TBC, Rome was not built in one single day. Nothing was built in a single day. Everything takes a process. Now let's look at household chores. Even household chores of preparing a fine dining dinner takes a process. Sometimes it takes even 2 or 3 days to prepare the ingredients, to get everything ready, and to season them and to store them so that at the point where you want to do the cooking and the baking, then there is no more hindrances, there is no more delay. Similarly, that was just an analogy that you need preparation, you need to prepare, and you need to work out and to make sure that all things are in place so that the final results would be a reward to everyone. So TBC is still evolving. Day by day, it is still evolving. Remember, TBC is only 2 years old. And in the 2 years, TBC has encountered many challenges. TBC has encountered many glitches, but they have all been overcome. They have all been attended to. And this does not mean from today onwards there will be no more glitches, there will be no more challenges. In fact, the bigger we grow, the more challenges, the more glitches we can expect. But we are so thankful. We are so thankful that the admin and the support team and the technical team are skilled and they are professional. Uh, they are very serious and they are supporting the program 24/7. If we look as an analogy, compare TBC to the financial world. TBC is still considered a baby in the financial uh, space. And as we continue to roll out a monetary system that has application that is even beyond what we can imagine today. We have already discussed this, that every member, every group, every town, every city that has a large gathering of TBC members, when we synergize together, when we understand the system together, and when we begin to operate and to move on with this PVC program, then the success that we are achieving would spill over to the non TBC people, public in around us, and they will soon catch the vision and they will want to join us. I can see that in this year itself, in the coming year, 2018, 2019, there would be a massive spike in membership. People would catch on and people will want to be part of this TBC program, which is going to be very, very rewarding. Now, the overall vision and mission of TBC admin is to help the poor in the world to overcome poverty. But when can we do that and how can we do that? We do have distinctive ideas as we continue on the road towards the design maturity of BBC. Honestly, there is a road that this is a road that no one has ever been on before, and there is no roadmap yet for it. But we have a destination, we have a focus point. We see the light that is in the horizon, and therefore we are making our way towards that direction. Now, this brings me to another life experience. When the early explorers they came, they may have a vision or they may have an idea of what they want to look for and how and where they want to go. They see in the distance, for example, they see a mountain and they want to get to that mountain, but there are no roads. So they would have to hack through the jungle, overcome all the obstacles, overcome all the dangers. There may be wild beasts, there may be hostile natives, there may be all kinds of obstacles like large rivers, crocodile-infested rivers, uh, the leech-infested jungle. Well, as far as the explorers are concerned, they want to achieve their target. They want to get to that object. They want to get to the destination that they want, that they are looking for. Okay, so TBC is parallel. We want to overcome poverty, global poverty. And this idea is catching up very well in the less developed countries, in the third world countries, where we see mass people, big masses of people coming in to support the program, and also hopefully that they would be able to get a part of the action and gaining wealth and overcoming poverty. Now, no one knows what this is going to look like in the next year or two. But having said that, we are grateful that admin has set up a very helpful support team. And this team will continue to grow as the membership continues to grow and more help becomes uh, more outstanding. But every challenge, every obstacle will surely and definitely be overcome by admin. So far, we want to thank the admin for their vision and decision to continuously improve on the program and to create more and more benefits for all members. To be honest, as I continue to read the blog, as I continue to hear what Randy Wilson is sharing with us that he has downloaded from admin, it boggles my mind as to the vision that admin has, the, 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 the ideas that he has, and the tools and the skills that he has to help the whole family of TBC to move towards achieving our goal of being wealthy and being able to overcome poverty. Now, what is going on in the world today? If we open our eyes, open our ears, we can see how rapidly the elites of this world, they are all out to destroy the establishments in the world. We see many world leaders blatantly coming out to implement destructive agendas, to create failures, to create poverty, to create chaos, and even suffering. It amazes me that even national leaders are who are part of the elites who want to create a new world order, who want to destroy humanity, who want to destroy economy, who want to destroy countries. They are not even batting an eyelid as they continue to destroy their own nations as well as to destroy others. A simple example is when such uh, leaders who belongs to the new world order, when they begin to open their borders and welcome illegals and welcome terrorists into their country. And what is the result? The result is there is rape, there is robbery, there is carnage, there is chaos, there is anarchy. Now, these are the agendas of the elites, and they are all out to destroy the economies of the world. They are all out to destroy the cultures. They are all out to destroy the security and the stability and the safety of the countries and those of their own people. Look how many countries in the world are going down this way. Okay, so that is just an example. Just an example of what the elites or the new world order people are trying to do. Now, TBC admin is very, very proactive, innovative, and they have come up with plans to overcome the agenda of the global elites. So admin has the vision and the foresight to stay at least 10 steps ahead. And thankfully, admin has been, and they are willing to continue to keep ahead of the evil schemes of the elites. To do this, we must learn to appreciate the efforts of the admin and to allow them the time and the space to do what they need to do. One of the key tools that admin has so ingeniously come up with is the setting up of the 24/7 broadcasters platform. As more and more members are encouraged and trained to become broadcasters, we will see tens of thousands of broadcasters rising up, and we will also see that as they take their places as broadcasters, This will become a huge force. The broadcasting platform will become a huge force and will be the forward push of the TBC program. Now, these broadcasters will be leaders, they are also teachers, and they will form what admin had planned to establish, which is a massive network of potent, active leaders, and each of them having power, ownership, and authority. It is just like a network, or like what admin has propagated, a hydra network throughout the world. That means the whole world will be enveloped with a network of broadcasters and potent and powerful TBC leaders. The vision of admin is to have hundreds of thousands and even a million broadcasters. We need all of these to provide the base for the community support because we are very diversified. We are well distributed throughout the world where there are all languages or cultures, different languages, thousands of languages that are being used, thousands of cultures that are participating. We need the diverse broadcasting platform. We need diverse broadcasters who would speak in their own native language, who would be able to understand the culture. Well, one good example is in Papua New Guinea, where they have got the pidgin English. It is not something that the rest of the world can understand. It is a language that is peculiar and particular in the Papua New Guinea, and the TBC leader there, he uses the pidgin English, the native pidgin English, and he talks to them. He knows their wavelength. He knows how they talk. He knows how they think. They understand things, and he speaks to them on that level. Having said that, we know that the world is going to be awakened to the force and the potential of TBC. And as the world hears about TBC, we can be assured that millions of people will be searching online for the information on TBC. Just as when we first heard about TBC and we were excited and we went and do search on the internet, we went and view some of the YouTube's video, we understand the broadcast of the leaders, we were convinced and we bought into the idea of TBC. Therefore, these broadcasters will therefore be the source of where the people will turn to for information. The hundreds of thousands of broadcasters and eventually the millions of broadcasters will be the source where the people of the world can turn to for information. The broadcasting platform is our ultimate goal. The senior broadcasters will be called upon to teach younger and newer broadcasters how to broadcast. The Min is going to come out with an incentive cookie reward for this. Again, as I said, those who work harder will be paid more. Those who work hard will be paid a little bit less. But those who do not work at all, they will get reward according to the level of their input. All right. So as broadcasters step up to become trainers, they'll be amply rewarded with cookie rewards. And cookie rewards is money. Cookie rewards can be turned into grains of gold. So if we want more cookies, the way to go is to become broadcasters, become proficient and become trainers, and then you will gain more cookies. The training, the training that the broadcasters put up will be rewarded by a billion cookie rewards. So coming back to the redemption that we started off with today, we only have 2 more days left. So get it done. Waste no more time. Then the new support system will start to roll out by next week. And we are going to see a new phase of TBC. then once we have migrated, the new blockchain and the new website would be entirely different. And we would see new features and we would see uh, more and more opportunities. Recently, in this support that we have been giving out, it was noted that there are a lot of retro members, or rather passive members who have been quiet, who have not been proactive in maintaining their accounts. Now they have found that many of their fees or many of the purchases have not been verified. Now, to be able to help these people out, admin has made it possible for these retro buyers to contact any of the trusted sellers who are or active today, and they can seek to buy or ask to buy $50 worth of cookies. And when the trusted seller verify this purchase, the trusted seller will also be able to help to verify all the rest of the outstanding retro cookies we bought. All right. So let me conclude this. There are only 2 more days and we are going to move over to the new blockchain. All right. Many things will be changed. If you are not going to be with us, you are going to be left out. And any cookies, or if you are not going to migrate in 60 days, all the coins, all the coins that is left in the old system cannot be carried forward to the new system. All right. So uh, I hope my short broadcast has been of help in a little way. And if you do have any questions you need to clarify, please drop a line to me and I will try and get back to you with the right answer as soon as possible. So in the meantime, I will close the broadcast here and I will come back to you again tomorrow. Okay, thank you for listening to my broadcast and God bless you. Bye bye.